Informed Cities is a series of events to create a platform for transdisciplinary and intersectoral dialogue between people who think about cities and people who act for better cities. Maybe heritage can be one of the ways that we can find a shared sense of values and a sense of belonging.
Cultural heritage is definitely a sustainable development resource that can maximize economic growth, job creation, as we know as an example for the cultural creative industries, but also bring social cohesion for the values it embeds for communities, being able to mobilize investments.
We were talking about what is the heritage, if it's the tangible one, if it's the intangible one.
So we are not talking about only the empty shells of the buildings or open spaces, but we are talking about the people and their traditions, their expectations, and their identity.
Things that are linked with the past can also be viewed with new eyes, and we can find new sense and significance.
Collaboration within cities is essential to get communities being part of the process. So we're working on collaborations between municipalities, businesses and communities, and how to work on heritage within European cities.
We must do a lot of PCPs, is public community partnership, and to be in this conference, in this meeting, for me it's to understand that it's possible. I think it's the common framework of people that are in this event, and they are so different.
We have policymakers and city administration representatives, but also NGOs, associations, citizens. It's interesting to see how they actually converge on what are our needs, our expectations, the challenges, but also the opportunities for the cities.
How citizens' initiatives can influence the way we design cities and the way we decide about what the use of the building that needs to be renovated should be. So that's basically where participatory platforms are an impressive tool. It's just about creating engagement with citizens.
If we are able to introduce it into our normal life, this is the best way to deal with difficult heritage. Heritage doesn't exist without heritage community, without people who see buildings and walls and places as something very important for them, as part of their identity.
We think that the open heritage can be a very important tool to build more sustainable communities and preserve the tangible and intangible heritage in our cities.
Going back to the fact that I come from a Central Eastern European city, gentrification processes are very strong there, typically in most of these cities, and this is, I think, also the case for Warsaw. The welfare net is not as tightly woven as in many Western European cities.
And specifically here in Warsaw, that has been proven a very important point to work on trustful environments between administrations and communities.